So, Chainsaw Man Season 1 has finally ended, and it's now what I consider to be the gold standard for any kind of anime adaptation going forward. I mean, really, if it wasn't for Mob Psycho coming out this season, then I would have said that Chainsaw Man would have been hands down, no contest, anime of the season. But you know, second place ain't half bad. Hi guys, I'm Bayfond, and today, I wanted to talk about Chainsaw Man and how fantastic this all was. Mappa took this series in directions that were so gorgeous and beautiful that it's really deepened my enjoyment for the series as a whole. And I wanted to mention something. In the beginning of this, I said Chainsaw Man Season 1. I'm saying this because it 110% is going to get a Season 2 or a Part 2 or whatever the hell any anime is doing nowadays. I mean, really, with those final couple scenes that we were seeing in that last episode, I was half expecting Roundabout to start playing and to see a to be continued sign at the very bottom. Rest in peace, JoJo. But the creators of this know how to really make your mouth water and make you want to come back for more. Cause oh my god, that's what the trailer shot was there for. And those boots, that hair, that alleyway, oh my god, that's just perfection. I'm glad that we got to see a glimpse of that in this season. But now let's talk about what we did see this season. I already made a video in the beginning of this anime season about why I thought Chainsaw Man might have a great chance of being anime of the year or the season, and that covered like the first 4 episodes of the series. So I'll talk about like what happened afterwards. This adaptation really knows how to strike your emotional chords. Himeno, when I watched this for the first time, was someone that I saw as best girl instantly, and I became attached to her way more than I thought anyone else was. This series doubles down on that feeling that I had of her as a character. And it's played to great effect. I mean, the drama, the emotion, everything that's felt in these little scenes, it hits, it strikes so good. This series does not miss a step when it comes to the emotional plot beats. And it mixes this so well with a comedy, whether it be with Denji's motivation, a throw-up scene, or just taking shots at a guy's nuts. It's phenomenal. There's so much happening, and the series just tells you to enjoy all of it. The audience reaction to some of these episodes where lots of things you don't expect happen go down was incredible. Going into places and talking to people about the show was very entertaining. I love listening to people just saying what the fuck is going on, because that's the whole point of it. How subversive the series is one of its best traits, because on the surface level, this series could just be another generic shonen anime. I mean, just starting out, I couldn't tell you the number of people that were coming to me telling me that this sounds or looks like a Jujutsu Kaisen ripoff, which I really like Jujutsu Kaisen, but it isn't to the same level as what I think this is. And I know, some of you, that might be kind of blasphemous, but that's just my opinion of it. And again, this is without us going further in depth with the story, where it gets a lot more complicated and a lot more elements get thrown into the mix. Shit has just started to hit the fan, and people's reactions are already like this. And while I did say that this anime was probably not my anime of the season, I will say Kickback is definitely OP of the year. The raw emotion that comes from this song sticks with you for the entire run of the series. And the ED's experimentalism is still present. I was raving last time about Maximum the Hormone and how fantastic their ED was. And to be honest, it probably still is my favorite ED of this series. But there's an ED in here for absolutely everyone. One that I always come back to watch and listen to is Ano's 90-inspired dating sim-like video, which was the ED for, you know, that intense Himeno Denji scene. That ED is perfection in my mind, with some visuals that make me feel nostalgic for something that I like. The EDs, when they were facing the Infinity Devil, were artistic and a lot more abstract. And if we're going back to talk about how they're teasing the ever-loving fuck out of us, then let's talk about Dogland, which is the closest that we're gonna get to like the final arcs of Chainsaw Man without getting to the final arcs of Chainsaw Man. Absolutely stellar work from all of the bands here. And I really, truly cannot be more satisfied with how this series panned out. Choosing the more cinematic approach was definitely a bold choice, but it was one that I couldn't see the series straying away from. I can't and I don't want to see the series going in like a different light. I don't understand where all of the hate is coming from, because I think this is done from a place of love. It is absolutely beautiful, and I couldn't wish for more. Well, I do want to wish for more. I want to see that part 2 now. Stat. I know they're gonna give it some time because they need part 2 of Chainsaw Man to just add on some more chapters, but I mean, they can't keep us waiting forever. Season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen took like, what, 2-3 years? I can't have that wait again for this. I mean, they got like 24 episodes. We only got like 12 now? Come on, you're killing me. And I just am so excited to see what Mappa's got planned out for us. And I would say to close this all out, I would say Chainsaw Man is a fantastic series that I would give the highest marks to. It's a series that feels vaguely familiar, yet wholly original at the same time. Whether it be from the unapologetically weird characters and the comedy that comes with it, or the twists and turns that show up that give us whiplash in the story, I would recommend this series to pretty much everyone, because the characters in the story are so fun and enthralling to see. With that, as always, I was Bayfun, and I'll see you guys next year. Peace.